And next up at UFC 325, we've got the big boys. We've got Tai Tuivasa taking on Tallison Teixeira. Carlos, who you got in this one?
I like Tuivasa, but I'm going to go with Teixeira in this one. And he's a big boy. He's not slow. He's very coordinated. He can scramble on the ground. But as me and you were discussing, like it all depends on which Teixeira actually shows up, because from the Contender Series to the Derek Lewis fight, that particular Teixeira actually allows himself to get hit. He comes forward when he's throwing his strikes, leaves him open to get hit with a random shot, as he did. On the Contender Series, though, that kid just didn't have enough to finish him. Someone like Lewis had enough to put him out. But then he fought Justin Tafa, and he fought like a very seasoned fighter. He fought long, he fought high, and when he was in, caught him with some elbows and ended up stopping the fight. So didn't come in wild, didn't come in, and maybe that's what he thought. He was overwhelming Derek Lewis at the time, and he's throwing some strikes. Lewis turns his head, and he's like, I'm going to get the finish, going to get the finish. And then he got tagged because he came in a little reckless. But with that said, I feel like Tuivasa could do the same thing if Teixeira actually gets a little reckless. He comes in, lands one shot on Tuivasa. Tuivasa goes back, turns his body, and he thinks, I'm just going to go for the finish. And then he lands a bomb, you know? So those things can happen. But to me, I feel Tuivasa, uh, he's got to overcome a lot of reach, and he doesn't have a good way of getting inside, doesn't have good movement with his head, doesn't keep a high guard. His feet are a little lumbering. That's kind of tailor-made for somebody like Teixeira, who can be a little skilled, fight long. He's got quick hands in comparison to Tuivasa, in comparison to most heavyweights. He is very, like I said, I say coordinated because in the heavyweight division, when you get the new guys, they're a little sloppy, they're a little slow, and they can't put it all together. Teixeira has the ability to put it together, and he looks like he's a little athletic. But the thing is mentally, can he stop himself from just coming forward and getting hit? And I feel he can. I feel he can do that. So I'm going to take Teixeira in this one. I feel that if he lands on Tuivasa and he hurts him, he can get the finish, because that's what he does. He can finish people, and he goes after it pretty solid. So I think that at range, Tuivasa gets clipped, and Teixeira comes in and finishes him off. I like Tuivasa. I just don't see a way for him to get past it. But like I said, if Teixeira gets sloppy, if that one shows up, I think Tuivasa's got a chance. But Teixeira, that's who I got. Who you got, bro?
I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say that if Tuivasa wins this fight, we look like geniuses, saying, obviously Teixeira is going to be my pick, but I have a weird feeling about this one. I'm going to say if Tuivasa gets this one done, I'm going to do a shoey on the next full card breakdown, just for the fans,
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
for the ground and pound faithful. But I'm going to go with Teixeira here, and I kind of have that same sort of if and but here about Teixeira. It's which Teixeira shows up. I think it's going to be the one he fought against Justin Tafa. I think it's he's going to come in here, land the elbows, not have the tall man defense, and I do think that Tuivasa is a guy that's kind of past his prime. He's had his moment here, and I do think that Tallison Teixeira is the more skilled heavyweight, obviously with the huge reach advantage. He does carry a lot of power. He can pick and prod at range. And he does have, decent, well-rounded skill set. And we know that Tuivasa is not going to be a guy that's going to come in and, look to get the big fella off of his feet and mix in takedowns and grappling. Both guys want to stand and bang. That's Tuivasa's, game plan. He either lands or you land on him. That's it. Kill or be killed. I think the Teixeira here of old, we're going to see him. We're going to see a little bit more of a chin tucked here after being knocked out by Derek Lewis, whether you agree with the stoppage or not. I'm rooting for Tuivasa, though. Who wouldn't want to do a shoey, What? Why did I even agree to that? But yeah, I'm going with Teixeira here. I think he's skilled. I think he's a little bit more athletic. Tuivasa at this point, 5-fight losing streak, obviously getting finished in a lot of those. And I think he struggled against Volk with the height and the reach to really get on the inside there. I think he's going to struggle here with Teixeira's height and reach as well. So give me Tallison Teixeira here inside the distance.